Hey there, my name's Eric. I am the student life pastor here at the church, and pretty awesome. I think it was yesterday, Jennifer and I unpacked our last box in our basement. It's awesome. It was like, woo! So we're officially moved in. So that was cool. Actually, we have some in-laws coming here in a couple weeks, so it gave us some motivation to we got to clean this. Is anybody like me? So, yeah, hey, I just wanted to start off, and I was looking around here. There's several of you here. If you have been in the last year involved with student life, whether it is Quest, Squad, or Anomaly, could you please stand up just for a second? We'd love to just recognize you. Could we give these guys a hand? That is awesome. I just wanted to say thank you so much. It's been so cool. Each of these groups, they've been pretty much run by volunteers here for the last almost a year. And so we're just so thankful for you. And it's just been so awesome for me to come in and just have so much help. These are actually pictures up on the screen from before I got here. So this is from Squad. It's a pretty crazy group here on Wednesdays. So thank you, leaders. A couple more things here. So I've been trying to introduce a couple new things into student life here over the last couple weeks. And so one of the things that I have done is I started making these booklets, and you'll see them as I go through the reel here in just a second. Here they are. So you've got Spicy Jesus for Squad, and then Christian Truth Bombs for Anomaly. And kind of my heart behind some of those are, these are like 4-week books that I make, and Spicy Jesus for Squad is just all about, hey, this is how awesome Jesus is. And we talk, the next couple weeks we're going to talk about Jesus' faith, his hope, and his love, and how they're spicy, they're awesome, and not boring at all. The other one, this is what it looks like on the inside. And so this is the end of one of them, I think Spicy Jesus, this is the end of it. So you can see there's a verse up at the top, some fill in the blanks, and then discussion questions below for the small groups. So pretty awesome. And for Anomaly, what we're going through is Truth Bombs. We've got several seniors this year, and so I just know how hard college can be on students and their faith. And so my heart was, man, I just really want to give them some foundations, knock out some lies. And so this first week we were talking about, this was last week, we were talking about truth and how we believe in an absolute standard of truth. And there's lies that, truth is my own truth, or there is no truth, or whatever, I think our verse was where Pilate said to Jesus, what is truth? That was our verse for that week. This last week we talked about freedom and fences, and how sometimes there's a lie that when there's a fence up in our life, like God gives us fences that we should not cross. He gives us guidelines for our life. Sometimes I think it's really popular for people to think, that's slavery, that's boring, that's bondage. But what we find through following Jesus is exactly the opposite, that he creates those things for our joy and for our protection, and that's where true freedom is. Freedom is found in Jesus. And oftentimes it's when we tear all the fences down that we actually find slavery to our sin and things like that. So, we're going to keep going through with that series, so I'm super, super pumped about that. We're starting worship on Wednesday nights, which is cool. That's something that we haven't really done before. And I'm hoping to get a practice night in before actually Wednesday, because sometimes we get up there and we're like, we got through it, so it's awesome. But it's cool. It's so cool. And we've had several students sign up to be like, hey, I want to be a part of that youth group worship team. So a couple more things. I went to my first Blue Jays basketball game, and it was cool just to say hi to kids and just to meet them there outside of Wednesday night has been super cool. We've had several events. I've made a youth group calendar for the first couple months, and so they kind of know events that are coming up and stuff like that. So we had a fifth quarter party, which is awesome. We had snacks in here, and we were playing this crazy game called Aliens, where they're running around and stuff. Just so cool, and just getting to know them as best as I can. So 2 last things. One thing for you to pray about, one thing that I have really just had a lot of fruit come from is being involved with the local school. And so I am, it's going to be great, but I'm going to be trying to be a sub there. And so there's just lots of hoops to jump through and stuff in order to be a sub here in Nebraska. And so just pray for me, and as I meet with principals and stuff, just that I make good connections and stuff like that. The last thing is just my heart for youth ministry. Man, I really believe I've got the best job in the whole world. It's so cool. It's so fun. And sometimes squad can be crazy. It's just nuts. But man, youth are such a precious group of kids. And so kind of my heart for youth is, and kind of how my whole prism, why I do what I do, is it's cool to have students in here on Wednesday nights for, their time through squad, middle school and high school. It's awesome. But my goal, the thing that gets me pumped in the morning is having 24-year-olds that are following Jesus, to have 34-year-olds following Jesus. That's my heart. And so that's why I do what I do. And so